You're watching Statistics Made Simple, and I am Savita Valsang, and I'm very happy to announce that this is my 100th video for my channel. Probability theory is one of the most important topics in statistics. The concepts which are learned here will be very helpful in understanding the theoretical distributions chapter. Let me start with a small introduction to probability. Probability is one of the fundamental tools of statistics. It had its formal beginning during the 17th century. Gamblers called upon mathematicians like Pascal, Fermat, Leibniz, and James Bernoulli to provide them optimum strategies. As a result of the early development of probability theory, it has branched out far beyond the games of chance to many other fields associated with chance occurrences such as business, weather, sports, politics, forecasting, etc. Let us consider the following statements. What do we understand of them? PV Sindhu will most probably win a medal in the Tokyo Olympics 2020. Suppose a coin is tossed, it may result in a head or a tail. Next, it may rain today. Fourth, a newborn child may be male or female. Fifth, a stone aimed at a mango on a tree may hit it or it may not. The next one, a student who takes the PUC examination may score any mark between 0 to 100. In each of the above statements, we are expressing an outcome or result of which we are not certain. There are several terminologies in the probability theory chapter. In this video, I'll be explaining 7 of them. Starting with the first one, probability. It is a numerical measure that indicates a chance occurrence. Second is an experiment or a trial. Any process that yields statistical data, which is either quantitative or qualitative, is called as an experiment or a trial. Some of the examples are the first one, rolling of a die and observing the value on the uppermost face constitutes an experiment. Similarly, noting the pressure of a gas at various volume levels, keeping the temperature constant, constitutes an experiment. Third is an outcome. An outcome is a result of an experiment. The examples are, first one, getting the number 5 is an outcome in the rolling of a die experiment. Second, getting a head in tossing of a coin. The fourth definition is types of experiment. Based on the number of outcomes, experiments may be classified as subdivision A, we have non-random or deterministic experiment. The definition, an experiment which when repeated under the same conditions results in the same outcome. That is, it has a unique outcome. By unique outcome we mean it is only one outcome. Then such an experiment is said to be non-random or deterministic. Examples, the first one, pressure of a perfect gas is inversely proportional to its volume. Second, we know that the velocity of a particle at time t is v equal to u plus at, where v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is the acceleration due to gravity, and t is the time. This equation uniquely determines the value of v. Hence, given the values of u, a, and t, the value of v can be predicted with complete certainty. Here we observe that under non-random or deterministic experiments, the examples are related to signs. The second type of experiment is subdivision B, which has the random or statistical experiment. This definition is very important. Any experiment whose outcomes cannot be predicted with complete certainty. When we say complete certainty, we mean 100%, is called a random experiment. In case of a random experiment, there are several possible outcomes and only one of them will happen. So this is an important point to remember, that in a random experiment you will have several outcomes or results and only one of them can happen at a time. Now there's another alternative way to define a random or statistical experiment. A random experiment is an experiment which may not result in the same outcome when repeated under the same conditions. That is, it is an experiment which does not have an unique outcome. Examples: the first one, when a coin is tossed once, there are two possible outcomes, head or tail. Please observe the examples carefully. Now in the first example, there are two possible outcomes. That's why tossing of a coin once is a random experiment. Second example, in rolling of a die experiment, the number on the uppermost face may be any one of the 6 possible outcomes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So note that in a random or statistical experiment, only one of the possible outcomes can happen. Like in a coin, if you toss it once, you can get either a head or a tail. We can't get both. Similarly, when we roll a die once, we can get any one of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the uppermost face of the die. This particular slide will help you to find the total number of outcomes when a number of coins are tossed or when a number of dice are rolled. Firstly, for a coin, use the formula 2 to the power n to find the total number of outcomes, where n is the number of coins. Second, for a die, use 6 to the power n formula to find the total number of outcomes, where n is the number of dice. The fifth definition is the sample space, the set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment is called as the sample space and is denoted by capital S. Now here in the definition, the words random experiment are very important. Let us take a few examples. The first example, consider the random experiment of tossing a single coin. So here, since we have only one coin, it means that n is equal to 1. And for a coin, we use the formula 2 to the power n, which is equal to 2 to the power 1, which is equal to 2. That means when a single coin is tossed, there are two possible outcomes. This is highlighted in blue color within the square brackets. Then the sample space is given by, so you know that a coin has two sides, one is head and the other is tail. So there are only two possible outcomes when you toss a single coin. So S is equal to H, T. The second example for sample space, consider the random experiment of tossing two coins. That means n is equal to 2, and for a coin use the formula 2 to the power n, which is equal to 2 to the power 2, which is equal to 4. So in other words, when two coins are tossed, or if a coin is tossed twice, then the total number of outcomes will be 4. Now before we write the sample space, have a look at the table which is on the right hand side of this slide under hint. Now, to remember the outcomes of the sample space when two coins are tossed, I have adopted this method. So, under coin 1, write 2 that is heads, and 2 tails, that is T, and under coin 2, write 1 and 1 T alternatively. Okay, so now the sample space is given by S equal to, open the flower bracket and take the first row in the table, that is HH, comma, take the second row in the table which is HT, comma, take the third row in the table which is TH, and the fourth row in the table which is TT. So when two coins are tossed, then the sample space will have 4 outcomes, which are HH, HT, TH and TT. Third example, consider the random experiment of tossing 3 coins, that is n equal to 3. Now use the formula 2 to the power n, which is equal to 2 to the power 3, which is equal to 8. So in other words, when 3 coins are tossed, we will have 8 possible outcomes, and remember that only one of these possible outcomes can occur. So now an easy way to remember all the 8 outcomes is achieved by the table given under hint. So under coin 1, I have written 4 heads and 4 tails alternatively. Then under coin 2, I have written 2 heads and 2 tails alternatively. And under coin 3, I have written 1 head and 1 tail alternatively. So the sample space when 3 coins are tossed, or when the same coin is tossed thrice, will have 8 possible outcomes. And how do we write the 8 possible outcomes? Take all the outcomes which are there in the first row together, then in the second row together, so on, and in the 8th row together. So we get S is equal to HHH, HHT, HTH, HTT, THH, THT, TTH, TTT. So there is no particular order to write, but this makes it more simpler, writing it in an organized manner. Let us now consider the fourth example for the sample space. Consider the random experiment of rolling a die. So there is only one die, that means n is equal to 1. For a die, use the formula 6 to the power n to find out the total number of outcomes, which is equal to 6 to the power 1, which is equal to 6. Then the sample space is given by S equal to, it is very easy to write the sample space for a single die which is rolled, which will be the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 within flower brackets. The fifth one is, consider the random experiment of rolling 2 dice. Here n is equal to 2, and use the formula 6 to the power n, which is equal to 6 squared, which is equal to 36. Now to list down all the 36 outcomes, let us make use of the table under hint. Under die 1, in the first column, list down the numbers on the die 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first die I am representing using blue color, and die 2 I have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 highlighted in pink color. Now let us learn how to write down all the 36 outcomes when 2 dice are rolled. Now please look at the black color arrow which is pointed to the cell. That cell is called as 1, 1. That means it is the first row, first column. Okay, so where we have the black arrow pointing, that cell will have the numbers 1, 1, which is written within round brackets. So the blue colored 1 represents the number 1 on die 1, and the pink color 1 denotes the number 1 on die 2. Similarly, if we continue in the same row, the next outcome is 1, 2. Then we have 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Next, move on to the second row. In the second row, the die 1 will show the number as 2 and die 2 will show the number as 1. And it continues in a similar way. So we get 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. Now for the third row, the outcomes which we will get on both the dice are 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. And in the fourth row, we have 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. Then in the fifth row, we have 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. And in the sixth row, we have 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. Then the sample space is given by S equal to open a large flower bracket and list down all the 36 outcomes like I have listed in the purple colored box. Consider the sixth example, that is tossing a coin till head is obtained, and you note down the number of tosses. So the sample space is given by S is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and it is infinite. How do we understand this example? Now you have to toss a coin till head is obtained and you have to note down the number of tosses. Now it may so happen that I will toss the coin once and I don't get a head. Okay, and then I have to toss the coin twice and still I don't get a head. So I toss it 3 times, I toss it 4 times, I toss it 50 times, I toss it 100 times and still I don't get a head. So I'm not sure at what stage I will get a head when a coin is tossed a number of times. That's why this particular example denotes an infinite sample space. Consider the seventh example, that is the set of integers. Then the sample space is given by S equal to, you will have open the flower bracket, put a few dots and then you write -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 so on and then close the flower bracket. So here the set of integers has the positive numbers which are infinite and the negative numbers are also which are infinite along with the number 0, and this constitutes an infinite sample space. The sixth definition is the finite sample space. A sample space which has a finite number of outcomes is a finite sample space. So you can refer the examples 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 under sample space. Seventh definition, infinite sample space. A sample space with infinite number of outcomes is an infinite sample space, and for this you can refer the examples 6 and 7 under sample space. Note that the outcomes of the random experiment, which are also called as the elements of the sample space, are known as sample points or cases. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. So, each of you should put in that extra effort to understand the concepts and keep practicing. Thank you all for watching and look out for my next video where we will learn some more definitions associated with probability.